Me, Ashley. Time for my first book review. Maybe I'm starting off with an odd choice here, but let me reassure you, it's a good choice. My first book review is for Some 40 Tales from the Afterlife by David Eagleman. It is a book of short stories, 40 to be precise, about different reimaginings on the afterlife. I first heard of this book through a podcast that I listened to called Radio Lab. It's the best podcast ever. They had an actor read the title story from this book and added their own special audio tricks, and it had me wanting more. I'm going to add the link below. That story is still my favorite one from the book to this day. The one I share with friends, family, strangers in the street, anyone. It's an awesome story. It supposes that in the afterlife, all the events of your life are grouped together by kind, which means, for example, you sleep for 30 years. Oh, and you spend 5 months on the toilet with a magazine. Though for me right now, it's Sudoku puzzles. Oh, for sure. And another 18 months waiting in line. So, with that in mind, you have to believe me when I say that this book is very clever, very witty, and very awesome. I know if you read it, you'll probably find your own favorite story. They are all unique themes. Highlights include one where Mary Shelley sits on a throne in heaven because God feels that her novel Frankenstein is the only true example of humanity understanding his pain as man's creator. Or the afterlife, where believers refuse to believe the book of truth given to them by their creator. It happens. Or when you realize after you die that you yourself are a god and you were just taking a short vacation as a human on Earth. David Eagleman reinvents the afterlife. Is that blasphemy? I don't think so. Let me rephrase. I'm going to rephrase you. David Eagleman, through these short stories, is giving us a different way to look and think about life as we know it. It's a very simple read. You can finish it in a few hours, but you will come back to it again and again. What I think you will realize, and what I have, is that to create something so simple, but yet so poignant, means that it's genius. Genius. And so is its author, who I'm extremely jealous of. Let me just read to you part of his biography. David Eagleman currently runs a neuroscience research lab where he studies time perception, synesthesia, and how neuroscience will influence the legal system. At night, he writes fiction. I hate this guy! Okay, I love him. In the future, I plan to read more of his books. This book is an unexpected and thoroughly refreshing thought experiment. What would your afterlife be? Mine would have chocolate. Lots of chocolate. And no one ever gets fat. Ooh. Or superheroes. David Eagleman's Some is a book I would highly recommend. I'm giving it 5 stars. Thanks for tuning in. Chocolate. Ooh, just let you know the next book that I'm going to be reviewing is from my Kindle. It's not a free book though, just to let you know. It is called The Game: Penetrating the Secret Society of Pickup Artists by Neil Strauss. Cool. Tune in to see my review. See you later. Bye. Strauss.